Hello Biafrans, hello friends, welcome back to this very good channel. We have come with another amazing information. Hey God, we are winning. Oh, finally the camel's back has been broken. Their strength and power has been limited by the truth we tell the whole world and by the actions of our Prime Minister, who is putting action to his words. It's actually action that they want. They like watching action film. And that action film is that woto woto you used to know. And when they hear that woto woto is on their head, of course, you see them on the ground. And the next thing you see is also. They are also. Now, what we are about to tell you is that there is tension and palpable tension in House of Representatives. All are debating Simon Ekpa, what can we do? How shall we do? How do we go? Where do we go? They are all confused, troubled because Biafrans are going home. Troubled because Biafrans, they are the pivot of Nigeria. Without them, there is no backbone. Remove Biafrans, you see Nigeria collapse. That is why they fight you from going. And foolish ones among us won't even understand it this way. They keep fighting against Biafra coming. But if you want to see the collapse of Nigeria, fight and make sure that Biafrans go. You see their absolute collapse. Absolute collapse. Because they are hinging their support on our mindset that we must strive anywhere we are. That we must not allow things to go bad. And that's where they are leveraging on Ndebo. Watch the video. This one is not cock and bull stories. I'll be right back.
What has been the rule so far of the various state governments? They can't continue to have security votes, sit down, come to Abuja every month and go back home and obey Simon Ekpa. And then they themselves don't go to work. They tell their families not to go to work. And they move around, like you said, burning police stations from one police station to the other. This must stop. Nigeria is not a banana republic. It's not something we can gloss over. We must bring it to an end.
Solution. Serious solution, not group of hoodlums. These are group of cabals. Or may I call it group that are obedient to Sam Ekpa. They have their head in every state in the southeast and are functioning. They live in the bushes there. So I want to submit here, please, the matter should be taken more serious than is being presented in this House chamber. It has defied the solution of the state governors. Let the federal government intervene. I so submit.
You may not know the day that Simon Ekpa has given instruction that nobody should go out. That's why we are spending time to discuss this issue. It's a very serious issue. But the primary purpose of government is to protect the lives and also cater for the welfare of citizens. In the southeast, if this situation is allowed to linger, the welfare of the citizens are already being affected and their lives are not safe. One of my senators from my community in Ekpa sent his chief of staff to go to Anambra State. He did not know that that was a sit-at-home day. The chief of staff was killed and about 4 people in his convoy murdered. So it is not something that is affecting only the southeast. It's affecting the whole Nigeria. Because people go for marriages, they go for functions, and even transporters and commuters who pass through the southeast are also in danger, because you may not know the day that Simon Ekpa has given instruction that nobody should go out. That's why we are spending time to discuss this issue. It's a very serious issue. The economy of the southeast used to benefit the economy of the south-south, and vice versa. and the entire Nigeria. People used to go travel all the way from Lagos to buy things in Onitsha and to also buy things in Aba, but those things are being disrupted. So it's almost becoming a national menace. That's why the Senate is wasting time to discuss it. We want to find solutions. As the Senate President, the first question I asked, which I asked distinguished Senator Ojus Okalo, what has been the role so far of the various state governments? They can't continue to have security votes, sit down, come to Abuja every month and go back home and obey Simon Ekpa. And then they themselves don't go to work. They tell their families not to go to work. And they move around, like you said, burning police stations from one police station to the other. This must stop. Nigeria is not a banana republic. I want us to provide solutions in this motion, practical solutions. And then our committee on legislative compliance will also go ahead after we have communicated our resolutions here to find out the compliance, to find out what the security agencies are doing. The communities must be brought in. The local governments must come in. The state governments must also come in. And you must host stakeholder summit on security in the entirety of the Southeast region and invite even those of us who are also affected to be there. It's not something we can gloss over. We must bring it to an end.
Solution, serious solution, not group of hoodlums. These are group of cabals, or may I call it group that are obedient to some Ekpa. They have their head in every state in the Southeast and they are functioning. They live in the bushes there. So I want to submit here, please, the matter should be taken more serious than is being presented in this House chamber. It has defied the solution of the state governors. Let the federal government intervene. I so submit.
My own brother from Ebonyi State. Ken, we read these things on a daily basis. But the primary purpose of government is to protect the lives and also cater for the welfare of citizens. In the Southeast, if this situation is allowed to linger, the welfare of the citizens are already being affected and their lives are not safe. One of my senators from my community in Akwa Ibom sent his chief of staff to go to Anambra State. He did not know that that was a sit-at-home day. The chief of staff was killed and about 4 people in his convoy murdered. So it is not something that is affecting only the Southeast. It's affecting the whole Nigeria. Because people go for marriages, they go for functions, and even transporters and commuters who pass through the Southeast are also in danger, because you may not know the day that Simon Ekpa has given instruction that nobody should go out. That's why we are spending time to discuss this issue. It's a very serious issue. The economy of the Southeast used to benefit the economy of the South-South, and vice versa, and the entire Nigeria. People used to go travel all the way from Lagos to buy things in Onitsha.
Ben, let us look at the decision of Simon Ekpa and talking about the Prime Minister of Biafra in exile to launch a national ID card. And according to him, it was contracted to the best company in the world that is saddled with the responsibility of doing such job.
God bless you, my brother. I remain the humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson Nachi, the only evangelist that stand on the truth and speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and ready to die and end up in the truth. Listen and listen very, very good. The ID card and the establishment of the company is one of the addition development about Biafra that people are yet to understand. See, every Igbo man has a vision in every step that he's taking. Wisdom, God give it to us. Knowledge, God give it to us. Understanding, God give it to us. They know they buy them for market, it's not by education. There's what we call inborn gifts. Are you getting it? Imbued. There's Oyibo call it imbued. Osinobara. Osinobara. Now listen and listen good. After building it, and before you have been saying it, thank God you want to build it now.
So you have launched it.
You have already launched it. Glory be to Jesus. And that is to tell you that the zoo have lost it all. Because I will soon have my own. And when I'm moving, I will present it to you, Mr. Moderator. Are you hearing me? That is to tell you. That is to tell you we meant our word. We are not paper tiger. You know the meaning of paper tiger? You back without biting. We don't back, but we bite. And he has proven it. He's launching it. December 2nd is the real day.
And as he's doing this, Senate is not keeping quiet. I mean, Nigeria Senate. They are resolved that there is need to checkmate Simon Ekpa because they say otherwise, Nigeria will start believing him.
Nigeria have already believed him. Not that Nigeria will start believing him. Nigeria has already believed him. Do you know why? It is spiritual. And spiritual controls what? The physical. Are you listening to me? Spiritual controls the physical. It is what they are already believing. You forgot what your third man in the state said. Ekpa. He said that he have seen Simon Ekpa being the governor of the eastern region, not even the governor that are parading themselves from the east. So are you now seeing it that already Nigeria have already accepted it? Nigeria have agreed. Yes. And the Senate, if they like, let them sit more than 21 times. And that sitting, they are just using that one to gather money for their pocket because their sitting means nothing to us. It doesn't result any positive. So, and they cannot stop it.
So from your own estimation, the ID card is launching is a plus.
It's an more than plus. More than plus for what we are agitating for what we are looking at, for what we are pointing at. Are you getting it? What we are pointing at with this is an evidence. They cannot stop it. Are you getting it? They cannot stop the launching. Likewise, Nigeria, let them sit more than 21 times, like I said. They will not as well stop. They will not as well stop that December 2nd. The only person that can stop December 2nd is God Almighty. And God will not stop it. Do you know why? God approve it. You don't know? God approve it. And listen to Mazen Namdekanu. He said before he back on this journey, God approve it. And if you watch the things that he said during his campaign, all those things is happening today. He, Mazen Namdekanu, the prophet, have already told Nigeria that their next president after Buhari is going to be Tinubu. Did it happen or not? That is a good prophet. Nobody to prophesy at the end. He say, bring money, sow seed, come and brush my shoe with the 1 million, with the 100. That is not prophecy. Prophecy, the Bible put a prophecy. Do you know what the way the Bible say talk about prophecy? God put it, and he say, a time shall come, and that time will be the end time. He said, the beast, when they talk about the beast, the old teachers, they explain to us that the beast is coming, it will carry horn. No, that horn simply means power, authority. That is what horn means. And that is what is in Nigeria now. This is already here. You are passing them, Antichrist.
But in spite of all these efforts of Nigerian government, Simon Ekpa seems not to be perturbed. Remember that even before now, Nigeria government through defense headquarters have said that there is need to synergize the European Union for the purpose of extraditing Ekpa to Nigeria, and that didn't come until at their attempt perhaps to get in through Finnish authorities didn't yield result.
Because, you know what? Because Nigeria, what is happening here overseas, UN, international bodies are watching. They are following. You are violating their laws and you want to run back to them. The person you are dealing with, which is Nnamdi Kanu, is a UN lawyer. He knows the law. He knows what is at stake. And he joined them, he plays the game, and you people fall into the trap. Are you getting it? So that is why you cannot seek for their help and expect them to respond. Because you violate the law. And you even violate your own law of your own country, of your own self. You understand me? Listen to what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said in the court of law. That was on Tuesday. He told both the lawyers and the judge that makes even the woman to resign, to hands off from that case. Because he told her the truth and the rest of them. And which the woman knew. She understand me? So the international bodies knows all this. How can somebody be protesting in your country that what you are doing is wrong and they are protesting against you? You are arresting them, killing them. Everybody have right to protest. Even in Israel, people protest. In America, people protest. In Russia, people protest. In Korea, people protest. In China, people protest. In France, people protest. Even in England, people protest. All over the world, people have, even in Ghana here, people have right to protest. Why are you arresting them? Why are you prosecuting them? Why are you jailing them? Why are you killing some that you kill? Then you expect international bodies to embrace it and clap for you, then give you audience. It's not done.
Thank you very much, Evangelist Ben. I think this is a good place to let it go. As always, I say a very big thank you, and we hope to have you next time. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. You have seen how it's going. Yes. Oku Diova. They are now running helter-skelter for waiting no consign them. It's not supposed to be a problem. If not that, Nigeria is a business center of Britain and some few Fulanis. It's not supposed to be a problem when somebody is requesting for a referendum or is conducting referendum. It's not supposed to be a problem. In a sane country, it is not supposed to be a problem. But here is an insane country of madness. These people have gone mad. Why are you dragging that which does not concern you? That which is not your own is not your own. We are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans and we want to establish our Biafra. Because stop drinking paracetamol for another person's headache. It don't make sense. This our mumu for Nigeria, it don't do. Let's know our limits. Let's know that which is